Before we get into the slop we have in front of us, I want to tell you guys a little story. I woke up on a beautiful summer's day, and I wanted to check how my recent video was doing on GMVS and Twilight chomper enthusiasts, because I thought there would be funny comments posted by you guys. But then I see this. And so, you know, I scroll and skim through it a little bit, and then I ultimately decide, I don't want to read all this shit. I'm not making a video on it. After reading that long-ass comment, I decided to take a peaceful stroll through the park, because it was just such a beautiful day. Then my fuck-ass friend walks up to me and tells me, "Yo, you should do a video on the GNVS comment." And I said, hell no, I don't want to read all that shit. Then while I'm in the kitchen, my wife calls me, and she asks, "Are you gonna make a video on that GNVS comment?" And I said, "Maybe. Hey, how's your ferret doing?" Huh. That's strange. Then I decided to get on my Xbox and play for a little bit. Surprisingly, all of my friends were on at once, and joining that party was the worst mistake of my life. Kermit, you ever look at that GMVS? Go back to GMVS. Look at the comment, lil nigga. Alright, I get it! So, GMVS responded to my original video calling him a poo-poo baby. And I asked you guys if you wanted to see a video of me talking about this comment. So I put a poll up and it looks like I'm gonna have to read this fucking long-ass comment. Hooray for me. Alright, I already have problems with this comment, and I haven't even read it yet. The biggest problem with this is the length. GNVS. This is the longest comment I have ever seen. What normal person is going to look at this and actually read it? Alright, I wasn't going to comment on this because I knew it wasn't worth my time. But considering you're spying on my Discord server and posting literally every word said about you, which is tragic by the way, okay, I thought I'd break this down. Not going to comment on the thumbnail for now because of your follow-up video. Wait a second. He watched it! Hey, this mightn't be so bad. He actually watched my video. And now we're back from blowing from Stupid Town. My initial tpig video sums it up. In a couple of my reactions of wolfyplayz pvz2 stuff, I even criticized his strategies numerous times. Just because you criticize someone, GMVS, doesn't mean you don't like them. That's silly. Criticizing someone actually would make me think you like them even more, because the reason you're criticizing them is most likely because you want them to improve. At what point did I use the word collab? You didn't. But you made a huge community post about something that's super small. You made this huge hoopla about something that really isn't that exciting. You're making it sounding like a collab when it's not. I don't see how that community post could bother anyone so much. Well, it doesn't bother me, I just think it's funny. Also, pretty rich of you to get on others' cases for putting themselves on a pedestal when you hang out with people who make Guard 1 for 2 record style videos. Again, this is like the second time of saying this. What is with the jabs that people, like for people who go for haiku games? It is genuinely confusing to me. You can personally think it's boring. It's okay to think those videos are boring. I think those videos are pretty boring. But I never mention high-kill game runners in my videos. Like, stop bringing them up in these GMVS videos, because they have nothing to do with anything. You're just bringing them up for no reason. Hey, do you guys want to see this PVZ clip I have? See, it's actually really funny, because I'm playing Twilight, and Exploding Apple was streaming at the time. And while I walk up this bridge, hold on, you see, I goop him, and then I kill him. And I think that's... Wait, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be reading this comment. Alright, the next paragraph says,
"I'll cut you some slack due to your uncertainty, but Wolfy deleted his Discord a while ago, and I was in his Big Dogs one back when I was a full-time member, but I rarely spoke. Also, if you think I'm some kind of literal stan who is trying to get a reply back, then you're 100% mistaken. Also, he did reply to my comment recently on his video, the Mario Kart World Grind. It's a minor thing, but you're wrong again. You know, one of my favorite drinks is the, like, Arizona Arnold Palmer, like, half iced tea, half, like, lemonade. But in my house, we kind of have ants. So, like, if you leave the can open for too long, a bunch of ants will get in it. And that happened to me one time. I didn't know they were in there. So I took a sip and there were a bunch of ants. And I thought it was really gross. But as it turns out, ants are kind of good protein. So now when I open it, I kind of just, you know, when I drink the iced tea lemonade drink, I kind of just leave it open for a bit so the ants can get in there because they're good protein.
What? XP, how did you even get here? This is my video. Get out of here. Okay, now that we have that sorted, let's go back to reading this boring-ass comment. The next paragraph says,
I'll concede that was a joke, but I still think it's an asinine joke for Beanie to make given his connections to Piig. It's like if Drybone6402 actually did say he was chilling and grooming. If you're being accused of something you may have done with decent evidence, why would you joke that you have done said things? It actually happened. I got to record a video for Super Gamer Evan, and it got turned into a video. It honestly doesn't feel real that I'm a part of one of his videos. Thanks for making this happen, Kevin, Devin, Evan. That's me in the video, talking.
Wait, Rocky, what the heck?
It's irrelevant since he never actually submitted the request. But while it may not qualify as a reason to take down a video, using someone else's edit without crediting them is immoral. And I've had people complain before that I use their images without permission, so I credit them in the description. Also, free use barely means a damn thing to YouTube anymore, but that's a different matter. GNVS, I will 1v1 any of your fans of Clash Royale shit on them. Any of them, I will demolish any of them. Same with you, Kermit, fuck you.
How are you guys getting in here?
That is literal false information. I posted that video as retaliation for tpig ghost pinging me at multiple servers, which happened a few days ago at the time of this video's release. Piig rejoined in May. You can actually see the dates of the messages, so you're blatantly taking the video post out of context. Not saying it was right for me to repost that, but let's get it right. Okay, so the problem with this message is that me and tpig actually met back in like 2023, like late 2023, early 2024, and like we became friends earlier than that, but that's when we like started our own friend group because like we left the Beanie group because we didn't really like them anymore, and we were being sussy little pigs and cows. So that's the first thing you need to know. And the second thing, like for the context, is that like basically tpig like created the idea of PVZ video ideas, like making videos on PVZ. Like no one else would be doing it if it wasn't for him. So that's another thing you gotta think about. And like actually like PVZ wouldn't even exist if tpig wasn't there. And another thing is that we wouldn't exist if tpig didn't exist. Like he kind of like created us. Like he's kind of like the atom of everybody. Not a lot of people know that. And but anyway, so all this is to say is that like BNVS getting mad at tpig is like getting mad at your like freaking your dad or something.
You realize I didn't actually strike the video, right? The fact you got scared by one screenshot in my server is pretty comical, especially because once again, you shouldn't even have access to my server. I was sitting down, reading this, eating my blue Takis that I just got, and I had a look at your face GVNS, and it's horrid, it's disgusting, you're very greasy, which that made me want to take a shower, how disgusting you are. As I'm in the shower, I had bloody blue diarrhea from my Takis, and I decided to Kareem hook it into my toilet, and it swished right in the toilet. You could hear the plop as it entered my toilet.
3:45. Okay, I'll admit that was a little harsh of me, comma. But that's pretty low-key compared to the other stuff I said about him, and considering that was a reaction to PIIG trying to force his opinions on people, I don't regret it, period. You know, when people talk about cars, there's always a discussion like, do you like a bigger car or a smaller car? It's really hard to tell because, like, you know, bigger car, it's like annoying to park and, you know, it could go through gas faster, but the smaller car, it's easier to park, but it's not as safe. So, you know, I'm always in between which one I like. I think I have to go with a bigger car though, because I like that's safer and I could store more stuff in it.
Well, judging by the things you said about me online, I highly doubt you'd be reasonable about it if I simply asked you to change the thumbnail. First impressions and all that, but considering you seem to take every single bit of criticism to heart and feel the need to post it on your community tab, reasoning with you sounds futile. Well, I best get going. I'm off to celebrate Hanukkah and circumcise small children.
You probably don't even know of the worst of tpig, but I doubt it would change your mind anyways. GNVS? Why are you so angry? Like, do you just hate black people? You racist little diddy bloods? Because my boy tpig, you're just trying to bring a brother down. Like, you're just hating on the black PvZ players. Yes, he might look white, but in the inside, he's a nit.
Didn't you just criticize me for not being able to take jokes? If you seriously believe Mary used that reasoning and submitted it, which would be extremely unprofessional, you've lost the plot.
This guy's in his mid-40s and doesn't have a job, by the way.
Huh? Oh, do I get to read one? Okay. What's the last message I get to read? Oh, come on!